welcome to the Kohr Idea. We're back at it again with another episode of Mindset Monday. You might have noticed by now that each week has a theme woven throughout the episodes, which actually started out unintentional, but as soon as I made the connection myself, it became very fun for me. Last week's theme was light. Did you make that connection? If you did, drop a light bulb in the comments. This week, we're going to do it again. Let me know in the comments what you think this week's theme is going to be. Without giving away the theme for the week, what comes to mind when you hear the words ripple effect? A ripple effect is a gradually spreading effect or influence. One event setting off other events in an unexpected way or area. I actually think that we experience more ripple effects than we even realize. Some are historic and some are happening around us every single day. Now introducing the Hardkohr Listening Experience. Grab a pair of headphones and let's get into it. Nature, right? It starts as an earthquake. Buildings collapse, roads close, people relocate, businesses close, and then communities begin to rebuild. Ripple effect. The stock market, right? There's one big sell-off. Investors and traders react. Businesses become more cautious. Hiring slows. Spending changes. Supply and demands shift. Ripple effect. More relatable for folks, we have the ripple effect of the internet and social media, right? I'm kind of in that sweet spot of right before and after the internet ripple effect. Who can remember MySpace? If you do, type Tom in the comments. We didn't know it at the time, but creating a top 8 ranking of our friends might have been one of the earliest social media ripple effects that we experienced. The next morning at school, that list was already spreading, changing conversations, changing dynamics, who you sat with at the lunch table. Ripple effect. Then came Facebook and a much bigger ripple. Zuckerberg and what became Meta. Facebook, Instagram, and now virtual reality spaces, all expanding on how far one post can travel. Ripple effect. But eventually, just like waves, another cycle comes. I think that our personal lives are like that a little bit too, aren't they? Back in school, we all had that one teacher who helped our educational experience, maybe even into adulthood. On a daily basis, one compliment, one encouraging text, one smile, ripple effect. Those acts may ripple into something more beautiful for another person when they needed it the most. And maybe they, in turn, extend that same kindness to someone else. Ripple effect. Pay it forward. Tomato, tomato here, right? Funny enough, while I was researching the ripple effect for this episode, it wasn't about the ocean. It wasn't about economics. It was about a teacher. He observed that when a teacher corrected one student's behavior, it often influenced the behavior of the entire classroom. I just thought that that was really neat because before I even found out about that research, I had already written down one teacher as an example for a ripple effect. Sometimes one person really can influence an entire room. And you know, As I was gathering my thoughts for this episode, I realized something else. I think that this podcast, the Kohr Idea, is a ripple effect in itself. Because it too started with one conversation, one idea, one microphone, one episode, one dream. And now there are people commenting, sharing, requesting topics, reflecting, and helping to shape future episodes. And it made me wonder, if this little podcast can create ripples, imagine what one conversation, one compliment, one encouraging text, one act of kindness from you could become. Ripple effect. Nature has waves. The ocean has waves. The economy has waves. And our emotions come in waves. Maybe life isn't about avoiding those waves. Maybe it's about learning how to ride them. So this week, just as I did last week, inviting you to imagine yourself as something other than your vessel. Imagine yourself as a ripple. Do not worry about making the biggest splash. Be the ripple. And when life sends waves your way, learn to ride them. Until Wednesday, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And make sure to turn on that notification bell so you don't miss another episode of the Kohr Idea.